If you're a heat and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, how does follow-up create brain damage after the sales process? And why does this matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Bell, coming to you live for HVAC technicians, sales secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business, and a fantastic day to talk about you, coming to you live from Sacramento. Okay, so the title of this video is, how does follow-up create brain damage? And I don't want to be super negative about this, but let's have the real conversation. There are times that you meet with your buyer, your client, you give a presentation, and you do everything to hit it out of the park. And for whatever reason, you didn't close the deal. And then you know that from follow-up, from making phone calls, emails, text messages, whatever way, smoke signals, whatever way that you do it, sometimes it's not that easy, and there are some things that happen. So let's talk about like the 4 common dangers, right? The first one is the person ghosts you. You put in all the time, the energy, and the effort, and you're like, man, I put in a lot of time with this buyer. I put in a lot of effort with them. I answered all their questions, and now they won't call me back. They won't talk to me. They've ghosted me. And depending upon your industry, you may be able to drop by their office. You may be able to drop by their house. You may be able to drop by somewhere. But even then, you know, they hide. Number 2, they lead you on. Yeah, call me back. We'll do business. Yeah. And at some point, like, you got to ask a tough question. I mean, is this going to ever go anywhere? I remember when I was a heating and air salesman, there was a guy that I would follow up. Like, I had a day. It was Tuesdays. I'd follow up Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. And I kept calling. He kept, yeah, we'll talk about it. And one night I finally get a hold of his wife. And we're like 4, 5, 6 months into this. And she goes, hey, Scott, my husband hasn't had the heart to tell you. We went with somebody 5, 6 months ago. Like, oh my goodness, why didn't you just tell me? Yeah, but you were such a nice guy, right? We really liked you. We really wanted to go with you. I'm like, so you led me on for 4, 5, or 6 months? Come on, right? That was painful. Number 3, people will get angry with you for calling back. I will make a decision when I make a decision, and don't you dare call me, right? Well, like, hey, look, it's my role and responsibility. Number 4, people will trash you for something you did that somebody else did better, right? I can think of times where I'd follow up and people like, you know, your design sucked. And what they're doing is they're inoculating themselves or putting a bubble around themselves for them to like find reasons to not work with you. But it still makes you feel, excuse me, still makes you feel like crap, okay? So I do have like 9 different ways for you to like, I gotta avoid my brain damage, okay? So before we do that, you should go to my email publication, go to this URL right above my head, type it in, drop in your name, your email address. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. So what you need to know is like these activities, those 4 common activities from your buyers, I give you brain damage, right? So it may cause a reluctance to follow up. And it may cause you to think like, what's wrong with me? Am I broken? Like, why can't I make this happen? So I have a 10. I said 9. I got 10, right? 10 ways. I got them all listed out right here. So, you know, one of the things that you got to do is get a commitment up front when you set up the follow-up process. Hey, look, you say that you're not going to buy for whatever reason. Okay, fine, no problem. Why don't we set up our next meeting, which is going to be a bam, book a meeting from a meeting, okay? Get that commitment up front. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to discuss this. I'm coming back. So you've got like phone calls, text messages, emails, and go back. There's like only like 4 things that you can do in the realm of follow-up, and that's pretty much it. Go there, call, text, email. And in all of those, you could probably put some video. Yep. I mean, like there's tons of different ways in those 4. Make yourself a process that every time that you close a deal, you do follow-up. There's all those feelings and emotions. You're like, I am the greatest thing ever, right? I do that. I'm the greatest thing ever. Follow up after closing a deal. Number 3, set up a time. Like Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock were always my favorite. I would tell the office, book me at 6:30 for my appointment. I have 30 minutes of follow-up phone calls. I will be there at 6:30. Tuesday nights were magical for me, okay? Number 4, I'm a here to serve attitude. One of the things that happens is I see salespeople struggle with is they will have like, I have to do this versus I'm here to help you. They have like, I gotta do this versus like, I'm here to serve. Number 5, Smile as you call or text, right? Like I got to do it. I got to smile. Like, just so you know, I have a whole ritual before I shoot videos. I got to get pumped up, got to get my energy, got to get everything going. Got to smile, got to smile. Number six, you don't want to. That's why you need to. So like if there's a time like, oh, I don't want to follow up, like, you know you should, right? And then like if there's ever a time where I like, there's something that I know I need to do and I don't want to do it and I hear myself going, I don't want to, that's when my brain goes, Scott, that's why you need to do it, okay? I don't want to, that's why you need to. Number 7, it's okay to take it personal, because it is. You put in time, energy, effort, money, risk, reputation. Those are all the elements of rejection. They're also all the elements of regret. Number 8, know you are going to win sometimes, and sometimes you are going to lose. And you got to put in the effort, because you don't want to means that you need to. And number 9, you're going to be miles ahead. You're going to be miles ahead. Most salespeople never, ever follow up. And most people, like, oh my goodness. I in some industries, most people never ever send a proposal. Like, you got all the tools in the world. You got DocuSign, PandaSign, PDFs, emails. You're out of excuses, okay? And then number 10, bonus tip number 10, get them on a call. Get a Zoom link. Zoom is super cheap. Like, you got free plans. You got plans that are $10 a month. Right? So like I bought a URL that just automatically redirects to my Zoom. I bought a URL that automatically redirects to my calendar. It took all of 2 minutes to set each one of those up. Bought the email, bought the domain, went to redirect, dropped in the URL for my Zoom, dropped in the URL on a different domain for my calendar. And I could tell you what it is. It's like, hey, it's nice to meet you. Here's my calendar link. And people typically laugh. They're like, hey, that's amazing, okay? So here's the thing. You can, you can get brain damage from follow-up. You really can. But if you work at this the right way, you may not get brain damage and you'll close more deals. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here, just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.